Okay, so we're going to work on arms and abs for about the next 10 minutes. It's quite intense, a lot of planks, a lot of press-up type stuff. So, and at time to time, we'll modify down a little bit to show different options. So we're going to come forward into our press-up position to get us started. And so just walk your hands forward, hands are under shoulders. Now we're both going to start in a full press-up position, and then Anne can modify it once we've done a couple here. So the waist is in, breathe nice and deep. And then you just take the arms down as low as you can, and then push back up. And then we've only got 5, right? So breathe deeply, push the floor away from you. And then one last time here. And then just hold it, take a breath. Now Anne can let her knees come down to the floor and work modified. And bend the arms a fraction. So now we've just got little mini press ups. You keep the waist in the whole time. Focus on your breathing. Really push the floor away from you each time you do this. So you feel your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your abs, your back, all working together. All right, just 5 more here. So breathe deep. And then hold it again. So now Anne's going to come back up into her full press-up position. Pull the waist in, and then we're just going to tuck the pelvis underneath, and then come back to the start position. So you just tuck under, and then back to the start. So it doesn't look like much, but it's a lot of work for your deep abs there. So just tuck under, come back, last one. And then we're just going to bring the knees down. So into child's pose just for a moment, and then we're going to come back into a plank. So just take a moment, take a breath, and then come on forward. And we're in plank position. So elbows under shoulders, clasp the hands together, and then pull the waist in, and we're just going to hold. So we've got 30 seconds just in normal plank. So if you need a little modification, bring the knees down, but hold the body in the same position. So we're just holding, focus on the breathing, keep the posture. So belly button to spine. Now curl the pelvis underneath you. We're almost at our 30 now. So the next 30 seconds, we're going to add some leg lifts. Work a little bit harder. Okay, so we're going to lift up the right leg. And then place it down. And then the left. And then place it down. So nice and slow. Keep control. Waistline is in. Breathe in deep. Just keep it going. We're nearly there. We've got 10 seconds left. All right, so lifting, waistline pulling in. All right, one last time each side. So left to the left, lift, knees down. And then we're going to push back into child's pose again. Take a little moment. Take a breath, because now we're going to bring ourselves slowly back up. And then you're going to bring yourself round onto the mat. So you're sitting on the mat this time with the legs in front of you. Lengthen up. Now the hands are coming behind. So now we've got a reverse plank. So this is the last of the planks. So keep the waist in nice and tight. And we're just going to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And then just hold it there. So you want to try and lengthen through the neck. Focus on the breathing. Keep the waistline in. Waistline is doing the lifting. Don't let the hips drop. So if you start to feel a little dip, pull the waist in, come back up higher. Or you lower yourself all the way down to the mat if you need to. Okay, so just breathe in deeply, hold it there a few more seconds, and then just slowly lower yourself down. And then once you're there, take a deep breath, lengthen up. Okay, so just come forward for a stretch here, just relax down, breathe deep, and then lengthen back up. Okay, so now we're going to pick up our hand weights. If you don't have hand weights, you can do all these moves without them, but they are just more effective with the hand weights. So try and find a set if you can. You're going to lift up the arms, but they stay just a little bit bent, and you circle your shoulders. Tuck the chin down, belly button to spine, pull it in tight. Curl back, but not too far, because we're going to hold here for a little while. So you're going to bring the arms out in front of you, and then lift up towards the ceiling. And then slowly back to shoulder height. And then again, lift up and back down. So breathe out as the hands lift. And go a little higher if you can as well. Right, so the higher you go, a little more work for your six-pack muscle. Chin tucked down, so look down towards your waistline. and keep pulling the middle in. Okay, so one last time, and then we're going to just change. Actually, we'll come back up. I'll give you a moment. Lengthen up, take a breath, and then we're going to curl back again, hold it, and then just go with a slightly different arm movement. So same idea for the waistline though. Pull it in tight, circle the shoulders, tuck the chin, curl back and hold it. Now right arm, take it right behind you, and then come back in, and then the left. And as you go behind, I want you to look right over your shoulder. You're getting as much twist as you can there. So you're really working into the outer waistline. You're working your obliques. Right, focusing on the breathing at the same time. So it's sweeping it round and keeping it, just trying to keep it all quite elegant, floaty, even though it is hard work. All right, waistline in, we're almost there. We've got one more each side. So just sweeping round and again. All right, back to center. Now just hold it there. So now we're just going to scissor up towards the ceiling. And then lengthen through the arms as you do this as well. So you're only coming the hands back down to shoulder height. You're scissoring up as high as you can, but you're lengthening all the time. So that lengthening as you move really works your muscles a whole lot more efficient. All right, firmer, stronger arms. We've got one more. All right, so just scissor it up. Take a nice deep breath and then come back down. All right, now bring yourself back up. So, weights down, take a breath. Now we're gonna grab our footballs. So, we're gonna curl really slowly all the way down to the mat. So even going to the mat is gonna be a little bit of work. Elbows wide, tuck the chin, waistline in, deep breath, and just curl slowly, slowly, all the way down onto your mat. And then once you are there, take a breath, and then walk your feet in. So you're going to pop the football in between your knees and give it a squeeze. Make sure the waist is in, belly button to spine. Take a breath and then lift up the head and shoulders. So the hands just hover off the mat, and then you just come forward an inch and then back an inch and keep it really small. So you squeeze the football at the same time. All right, so you're pushing the ribs towards the hips. There's the movement. It's not your shoulders. Shoulders are moving because of this movement. The shoulders aren't doing anything themselves. Now, if you want to work a little harder, lift the hands up towards the ceiling. You could have hand weights as well right now. That would work you a bit harder. All right, so you're pushing the ribs to the hips. You're pulling the waistline in nice and tight. Focus on the breathing. Shoulders relax. Shoulders do nothing. So breathe a little deeper. Maybe tuck the chin just a little more. So looking towards your waistline, squeezing on the football. Now, if your neck starts to feel the work, and it might, light touch behind the neck, elbow wide to the side. But keep the elbow wide. If you do that, your shoulder and neck will do the work. If the elbow's wide, you're going to feel it down the six pack doing all the work, which is where we want it. All right, so tuck the chin, squeeze the ball, belly button to spine, relax the shoulders, relax your face. We're almost done. We've got another 10 to go here. All right, so just squeeze, breathe, keep it going. Keep working, feel those muscles, getting stronger, getting firmer, almost there. All right, now just slowly let the head come down towards the mat. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, so pop the football to the side again. We're gonna come back up to sitting. So you can just curl yourself back up to sitting. And then from here, we've got some triceps. So, I'm gonna place the hands behind you. We've got a few options here as well, so we'll just show you some different variations. Choose the one you want. You're going to walk your feet in. Okay, so option one, if you're not used to doing these, you can keep your hips down on the floor. You just bend the arms and push back up. All right, but really we want to start here if we can, and then down and up. Breathing deep. Bending the arms as much as you can. And then we've got some options. So we can do a one-legged version. So you can just take one leg towards the ceiling, takes away some support. And then we've got a little crunch version there as well. So you can bring the knee in as you dip down. All right, or the feet can just stay on the floor. All right, we've got another 4 here. So just push the floor away. Breathe nice and deep. Feel those muscles working hard. Arms probably getting a little bit shaky there, a little bit tingly. All right, come back down, take a breath. Lengthen the legs. So just have a quick stretch there. So just breathe nice and deep. Quick re-stretch. All right, now you're going to place the hands back behind you again. So, and then curl back just a little bit. So you've got a little C shape going on there. Waistline back in, belly button to spine. You're going to lift up the right leg, just an inch or two off the floor. The knee comes in, we lengthen and lift. So it's in, lengthen, lift. Breathe nice and deep. And you're trying to lift from the waistline. So we're in, lengthen, lift. In, lengthen, lift. Breathe nice and deep. Just keep working there. Belly button to spine. All right, just one more. So last one, here we go. In, lengthen, lift, lower. Now, other side, lift up. In, lengthen, lift. In, lengthen, lift. Now, if you are feeling particularly strong, you can do both legs together if you want. All right, but that is a whole lot harder. Just an option. All right, keep the waist in. So, belly button to spine, waistline lifting, breathing nice and deep. Almost there. All right, one last time. In, lengthen, lift, lower, lift up, lift your arms. We're not quite down, circle the shoulders, tuck the chin. Gonna just curl super slowly, as close to the mat as you can, because as soon as you've gone as far as you can, you're coming back up again. All right, so just take it as close to the mat as possible, and then curl back up. Once you're up, lengthen, have a stretch, take a breath, all the way to the mat if you're feeling strong, and then if you're feeling really strong, I've got another option for you as well. So I want to focus on the breathing. Use your breathing to help you lift up. So the shoulders circle so they don't help, all from the waist. Take a stretch, take a breath. All right, more challenge, you're here. Fingertips, ears, elbows wide to the side. So that's a whole lot harder work. So you're gonna lift from the waist, focus on the breathing. Ooh, a lot harder work. All right, and take a stretch. So just another couple. Belly button to spine, so control from the center all the time. It's your waistline doing the work. It's not the shoulders. It's not momentum. It's your middle. All right, we've just got one more here. So just take a stretch, take a breath, lengthen back up. Lift the arms, circle the shoulders, tuck the chin, curling back. Last one. So take it as far as you can, and then just float effortlessly back up. Make it look as easy as possible. All right, lengthen, and then hold your stretch. Take a breath, sink down, breathe deep. And then see if you can get just a little bit closer down towards your legs. Maybe just relax down into that stretch, just ease down. Take a deep breath. And there we go, all done.